Resolution, aspect ratio, why does your game have black borders on mobile? Hey everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how to make your Construct 3 game compatible with ultra-widescreen phones. First thing we need to understand is the difference between resolution and aspect ratio. The resolution is the number of pixels your game has on screen. In simple terms, this is how sharp the image will look like. When you make your game on Construct 3, you don't really need to worry too much about resolution, since Construct scales the game to different screen sizes. So what you want to do is to use a small layout size. I use 960 by 540, and then make your images as big as possible. This won't affect performance and will give Construct enough room to scale your game if it runs on a big screen. Now you may be asking, why the hell does my game have black borders on the sides then? Well, that's because of the aspect ratio. You see, the aspect ratio is the proportion of the screen. This is what determines the shape of the screen. Retro games usually have an aspect ratio of 4:3. That's why they look more like a square. 16:9 is the standard for most monitors and TVs today. That's what we call widescreen. But then, there are ultra-wide screens, like those fancy monitors PC gamers use. And that's where things get complicated because there isn't a standard for ultra-wide screens. Some are 21:9, but then we get the 19.5:9 of the iPhone or the 19.3:9 of the Samsung Galaxy S22 and above. I guess they just hate developers. Anyway, that's the reason why your perfectly crafted game gets black bars when running on mobile. You might think this isn't a big issue, and for the most part, you are right. My game, A Pretty Odd Bunny, uses a 16:9 aspect ratio, and it found success nonetheless. But some games actually benefit from covering the whole screen. Games like La Petite Avril, that has pastel colors, doesn't blend that well with those black borders. But when you make it ultra widescreen, it becomes much more nicer. So how can you do that? Well, let me tell you how I did it. First, you need to make sure every important element of the game, like the HUD elements, stay in a center point of the screen. That way, if someone plays the game on a regular 16:9, nothing important will get cut out. You can do this by placing your HUD elements on a separate layer and keep the parallax at 0. Next, let's change some things on the display properties. You want to look for the option for full screen mode. On that drop-down section, you will find several options. Usually, you want to let it on letterbox scale, but for ultra widescreen, you want to set it at a scale author. That way, no matter what size is the screen, the game will scale to cover the whole thing. And that's basically it. Now your game supports ultra widescreen, and you won't see those ugly black bars again. Keep in mind that since your game now supports multiple screen sizes, you're gonna need to make your background images bigger than the layout itself. Don't put anything important in there, but backgrounds and effects need to be bigger, or otherwise they will get cut out when running on ultra-wide phones. So there you go, I hope that was clear enough. Try making your current games compatible with ultra-wide screen, and let me know in the comments if this tip helped you. You can be sure this will give your game a more professional and more modern look. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!